Welcome to TAL everybody. Today is the day where I show you everything that I have in my camera bag. Keep in mind, I have a separate bag where I carry my GoPro and GoPro accessories, and another separate one where I carry my drone and all that stuff. So this is just my camera bag that's got my DSLR, what I use to film the cinematic deliciousness and mainly the vlog videos. You're wondering right now, what are you filming on? Well, I'm filming on my phone. So if I end up looking here, I'm looking at my screen. So if I end up looking here, I'm looking at the camera. I just have to get used to this type of setup. So if I tend to just look this way, forgive me. That's all you have to do. So without further ado, let's dive into okay, that's stuck under my chair. Anyway, what's in my camera bag? Oof. Quite nice, eh? So this is my main DSLR that I shoot with. I say main DSLR. It's my only DSLR that I shoot with. All my crispy, delicious, nice video, what's the word? B-roll stuff. I film it with this guy. This is a Canon 800D. Overseas they call it the T7i. I bought it when it just came out, so about 3 years ago now, and I've been using it ever since. It's my first DSLR and it's a good entry camera into the videography and photography world pretty much. So by no means a professional high-end video camera. It's not a full frame camera. It can film in 1080p 60 frames per second, well 50 frames per second here in South Africa. Perfect for what I need. Screen that can flip out, place to put your mic. It's a very nice camera. Let me show you the lenses that I have. Okay, this is the first boy that I have. It's the kit lens. You can zoom. As you can see, it's an 18 to 55 millimeter f4 to 5.6. f4 means it's the lower the f number, the more blurrier your background is going to be. So if you want nice crispy portraits, you need a lower f-stop. If you want nice full landscape pictures, you want a higher f-stop. So this is the kit lens. When I bought the camera, it came with it. It's like the basic lens that covers a reasonable amount of grounds. You can do pretty much everything with this. Thing is, it does everything decently. It doesn't do a specific thing in an excellent way. So it's a good all-rounder, but by no means the best lens ever. It is a kit lens, and most of the cinematography and everything you've seen on this channel for the past 3 years or 4 years or however long I've been filming, I've basically used the kit lens. Not too bad. You get used to it. It's nice and sharp, it's crispy, it focuses quite quickly. This is a big deal though. It's got stabilization. So when you're filming videos and stuff, it takes a lot of the shakiness out of the picture. I've really grown to like this lens. Of course, I'm no professional, so for a starter, you can really get some decent shots with this thing. The next lens that I've gotten very recently that I've only used in the past maybe 3 or 4 videos is this. Look at this small guy. Look at this little man. So this is called the Nifty 50. Everyone really knows this lens. It's a cheaper plastic, that's why it's cheaper. 50mm f 1.8. It is a little beast when it comes to portraits and blurry backgrounds and stuff, and I've been enjoying it. But because this camera is not a full frame camera, when you use this, it's a little difficult because it becomes cropped in. It says 50mm, but because it's not a full frame camera, you don't get the full 50mm, but you still get the delicious f 1.8, as you can see. Okay, it's got autofocus, manual focus, but no stabilization on this. All of the b-roll I filmed today, you've seen with this lens, except for the b-roll of this lens, you've seen that with the kit lens. They both look pretty good. You just need to get used to the settings and angles, etc. But if you want blurry background goodness and you don't have too much of money to spend, but you want a decent lens, this is it. Decent Nifty 50. Next up is this guy. I've got this guy for about 1.5 years now. It's a nice external mic. It's called the Rode Video. It's not the Pro, it's the Video Micro or something. I'll put it on the screen right there. But basically, it's an external mic that you plug into your camera to get a bit more decent audio. The reason I took this one instead of better higher end one is because those other ones need physical batteries to operate. This guy uses power from your camera, so you just take this 3.5mm headphone jack, plug it into your camera or even your phone. It should work. You just need an adapter, and there you go. Don't need to switch the mic on or forget to switch the mic on, and then you have no audio when you decide to edit, and then you're like, damn. So this little guy, I've been pretty happy with it. It's got a little mount that you put on top of your camera. Pretty nice. Once in a while it picks up a bit of weird noise that goes zzz, but besides that, I'm pretty happy with it. Not too expensive as well. Okay, next up we have my little tripod. It is a Manfrotto. You can get like these or GorillaPod. Most people use GorillaPods. I actually wanted a GorillaPod, but I needed a small tripod when I was shooting. When I bought this the same day as I bought that camera, and the shop I went to only had these, so I just took it, and honestly I'm happy with it. I've been using it ever since. You can't bend the legs, but you can extend them, see, like that, and it's got a head that if you undo it can swivel around. You can get some decent angles, and it's nice when you're filming inside the house if you need to put your camera on countertops or everything. This guy has been a good use to me. This is my most recent purchase. It is by no means an expensive piece of kit. It's rather cheap, but it is a nice little LED. It's got a little mount there that you put onto any quarter inch, what's the, I'm not sure what that is in centimeters, to be honest. Anyway, it fits onto any tripod mount. It's the same quarter inch screw. So you basically put it on a tripod, and if you need some extra lighting in the house when you're filming inside, it works like a beast. It's really worth having one of these little guys. Honestly, a couple $100, you can pick one up, and made my life easy in the past couple of days. There we go. This is the last interesting-ish thing I have in my arsenal of camera. I was about to say Camry. If you know what a Camry is, comment down below. We'll go for 4 months. Okay, so this is one of the most important things that I have. It is a string. No, I'm joking. It is my lapel mic. Can you see that? So basically, this goes in my phone. This goes right here. I record all the delicious audio. I'm not using it today though, because I need to show you. You see. So I've used the Rode version of this for a long time. It lasted me about 2 or 3 years, and I've been very happy with it. It worked well, but obviously towards the end it is a wire at the end of the day, and it was very nice. Then I've delayed buying a new one for so long because I didn't want to spend another 1,000 rand on a flippin' wire. So I ordered one of these guys on Take-A-Lot. It was about, how much was this? It was about 200 or 300 bucks, I think. It was really cheap, like not even quarter the price of the Rode. And to be honest, sometimes the sound quality sounds better from this guy because you can see it's also gold plated. And these you can buy like 8 of them, so they can just break all the time. And I'm not knocking Rode, it's a good mic, but honestly, just buy yourself a cheaper one. When it breaks, your heart doesn't ache to spend 1,000 rand on a wire. So that's oh wait, I forgot one more thing, and it is of course my charger for the camera. This is an extra battery. One's in the camera, one's in here in the charging dock. Always buy an extra battery or a few extra batteries when you're out shooting. It's quite a basic thing. There's the wire that plugs into it, and that is pretty much it. That's really what I keep in my camera bag. I actually use quite a bit of everything most of the time, to be honest with you. It depends on different scenes. Then I have a separate bag for my GoPro and GoPro accessories. Don't use that all the time personally. Then I have another bag again with my drone and all of that stuff. So that was pretty much my camera bag. Quite basic equipment for a videographer, but if you watch some of my more cinematic stuff, they come out pretty nice. It's not about the equipment you have, it's how you use it. This has been what's in my camera bag. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.